Sairam friends, thanks to Swami and the Spiritual Discourses channel for giving me this great opportunity to talk about the unique title Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. My pranams at the lotus feet of Swami. I thought I can narrate some of the incidences from my life and how Swami brought me to light from darkness. We are all in ignorance. We believe that we are the doers and we own whatever we have. Is not God the creator, the owner of everything and doer of everything? The wise way is to understand this logic and surrender to Swami. When we are deluded that we do or we act, we have to face the consequences too of good and bad actions. And as a result, we end up adding lots of karma to our account, both good and bad. Let's come to my life. Swami came into my life when I was still in my school. From that time, he started coming in my dreams. And he was guiding me. Later on, he started talking to me as my Atma Rama. One of the lessons was, what you give is what you get. Let me narrate that incident. One day, when I was having a nap in the afternoon, somebody rang my doorbell. I suddenly woke up and got irritated by the disturbance caused to me and my sleep. Swami said, be cool. If you go with this face and show these gestures, you will receive the same after some time. What you give is what you get. So, I went with a normal smiling face and opened the door. It was my neighbor. I answered and came back. In the same evening, my young son was attending some extracurricular activities. I sent him to the class and went for a walk. Meanwhile, my son came to know that the class was cancelled and came back. I was not at home. He knocked on my neighbor's door and asked for me. The neighbor was sleeping now. She informed me through phone and I came back. And I apologized when I came to know that she was disturbed in her sleep. She said it was not an issue. When I returned back with my son, Swami said, the gesture you gave in the afternoon while you were disturbed at sleep has returned now. Give only that what you want to get from others. Let me narrate a second incident. Swami said, whatever we see in the world is only the reflection of our mind. Once I was going in the car. Swami said, the outside world is the reflection of the inner mind. Suddenly, he made me feel sad, and I looked outside. The entire scenario was sorrowful, black and white, grey in color. This was going on for a few seconds. And then he asked me to be happy and think about some happy moments in my life. Then he asked me to see outside. The scene outside was colorful. So, the outside world is the reflection of the inner mind. Keep your mind always in harmony was the lesson. The next lesson was a train episode. Once I boarded a train and immediately after boarding, Swami asked me to smile at all the people in the bogie. It sounded crazy to me first, but I immediately obediently accepted Swami's order and smiled at everyone in the bogie. In the night after dinner, when I went to wash my hands, I got my fingers cut in the AC door and the blood was oozing out. I got scared. It was a running train and I went to the wash basin and started washing my hand. But the blood didn't stop. After seeing me not returning to my bogie for a long time, my husband came and asked me what happened. I said I got cut and blood is oozing and it is not stopping. He immediately took his kerchief, wetted it and tied it around my fingers. Then too the blood didn't stop. We came back to our seat. One of the persons sitting opposite to my place asked me what happened and I narrated the entire story. And he said he's a doctor. And he asked me to hold my fingers so tight. If I hold for a few seconds or a few minutes tight, then he said the blood will stop, and I did so and the blood stopped. And he gave me an ointment and also a bandage, and he also gave me a painkiller. And again, in the night, another lady in the bogie asked me to sleep soon and take care of my finger. In the morning, when I woke up, another lady gave me another bandage and said, use this after this bandage is gone. And all in the bogie asked me whether I had a very good night's sleep. I was overwhelmed by the love those people showed to me. And it was all because of the small smile I gave in the beginning. So, Swami said, if we need to get love, give it in abundance. Whatever we give in abundance, we will definitely get it back. Whatever we give is what we get. And once I asked Swami, people when they need us, they come to us. And after that, they forget us. And again, only when they need us, they come to me. That day, I had a WhatsApp message about a candle. Candle is a symbol of sacrifice. It is used only in darkness. And in the light, it is ignored. Only when darkness comes, we search for the candle. So I understood that Swami asked me to be like a candle. Next thing is, I had uterus fibroids. It was very big and doctors advised me to get operated. Lots of doctors told me the same thing, but I was not ready to agree to that. So I prayed Swami and took some alternative medicines, and I was continuing the medication. But a lot of people advised me to go for an operation. It's a very simple operation, they were telling me. One day I asked Swami, what I am doing is right or wrong, Swami? Should I continue to be like this or should I go for the operation? Then the same day I got an WhatsApp forward in which Krishna asked Arjuna to fight. He says, Arjuna, you are right. Your brothers are right, so you have to fight. So I took it as a command from Swami to fight and move on in my opinion. And I understood one more lesson. There is a proverb in Tamil, Thidum Nandrum Pirar Taravara. When I heard it earlier in younger days, I understood that whatever we do, for good karmas, we get good results, and for bad karmas, we get bad results. It is only our good karma and bad karmas which decides our destiny. But after this uterus fibroids episode, I understood that whatever we think firmly and whatever we decide, what the universe has to give to us, it will definitely happen. But the thought should be intense. So, I was continuing the medication, and after some time, I went to the doctor, and the gynec said, surgery is not required. So, this point became very firm to me that when I am firm in my thought, and when I stand firm in my resolve and pray to God, then definitely that will happen. Faith is very, very important. Always Swami tells me, when I judge people or criticize them, he tells me, give the benefit of doubt to the other person. See the other side of the cup. Don't assume things. So, these have helped me a lot to clear my mind and transform myself. Because when we are going in the road and if we see our acquainted people not smiling at us, we think they are arrogant or something else. We judge, we assume, but maybe they are filled in some other thought and they have not seen us, or they have seen us but their mind is somewhere else. So they have ignored us. But we don't give the benefit of doubt to them. We start judging them and criticizing them and scolding them. So Swami taught me this and always said, give the benefit of doubt to the other person. See the other side of the cup. And in our lives, it so happens that Sometimes we are very close to some people, and after some time, we are far away from them. Swami said, life is like a train journey. People come, people go. But your thought should be on your spiritual realization. Don't worry about all these things. You move on. It's all my Leela which makes these happen. And whenever I was in trouble, or whenever I was complaining to Swami and crying, he has always blessed me. He has appeared in the sky as a vision, or he came in my dream and consoled me, or he gave messages through WhatsApp or other forwards, which were straight answers to my questions. Always he was there for me. In ups, downs, in everything, he was there for me, guiding me, motivating me, encouraging me, and taking me in the right path. Swami always says, be equanimous in ups and downs. And also Swami says, whatever information we need will definitely come to us. So don't worry as to you didn't read scriptures, you didn't read spiritual books, or you didn't hear to something important. Then Swami always tells me, don't worry about all these things. Whatever you have to know, that will definitely be sent to you by God. And God will make you understand that also. And it will again and again keep coming till we understand it fully. The same episodes in various forms will come to us and make us understand that lesson. Because life is full of lessons. We have come to this world to know that lessons, finish that syllabus and move on to God. So until and unless we finish it, we will again and again take birth and we will read and study the same syllabus. And when we are well versed in it, next syllabus comes to us and God trains us in that syllabus. And Swami also tells me, always sacrifice. As generally Swami tells all, God first, world next, you lost. So Swami always ordered me, commanded me that you should keep yourself last. Give preference to others. Sacrifice your food, sleep, etc. for the welfare of others. Because others are nothing but you and me. It's because we see all as different. We are not worried about others and we are worried only about I and mine. But spiritual realization happens when we see the same Atma in all. Because God is present in every atom and we are all divine sparks. Only when we understand this wisdom, we can get self-realization. When we can see God in all the creatures, in all the beings, then we can say we are self-realized. So we have to come out of this box of I and mine and ego and pride and envy and greed and jealousy, etc. and remove all impurities and become filled with pure love. Then we become gods ourselves. There is a sentence in Tamil, Ulluvadellam Uyar Ullal, by Thiruvalluvar. We have to always have higher ideals. Dream big. This Swami tells me again and again. He says, keep yourself in a higher pedestal. Don't degrade yourself because you are spark of the divine. Don't call yourself a sinner. If you call yourself a sinner, you are making me sorrowful because you are my child. All in the universe, all the beings, from ants to humans, all are my children. So don't call yourself a sinner and degrade yourself. Put yourself in a higher pedestal. Carry yourself in high sky. Have higher ideals and make me proud is what Swami says again and again. He always teaches us that die mind to become a diamond. When the mind is purified, when the mind is transformed, then we become diamonds and we become good children of God. It's because of the mind, the ruthless chatting of the mind, which makes us good or bad. When the mind is completely devoted to God, then it becomes divine and the mind dies and we become diamonds. So, always have connection with God. Whatever you need to talk, whatever you need to complain, whatever you need to cry, whatever you need to laugh, just go to Swami and talk to him 24/7. Then he will become your true companion and guide you and he will stand for you. And one more thing is, whenever I saw somebody doing mistake and I judged it as a mistake, and thought they have done a mistake. Then Swami made me commit the same mistake after some time and made me understood that to err is human. So everybody can make mistakes, but we should not repeat it. By Swami's grace, we should come out of it. And we should not judge people as bad just because they are making some mistakes. It's because of their environment, company, and other factors which makes them do certain things. Instead of complaining or criticizing them, we should help them to make them come out of that. Or else, we should keep quiet and pray to Swami to help them come out of it. In this way, Swami taught me so many things. I have shared a few things with you, and thus he made me come out of darkness. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Swami makes all his devotees to transform. As Swami says, manifestations or vibhuti coming, etc., are not my miracle. The main miracle is transforming you. So, his main mission is to transform people and fill us with love and make us his good children. So, we should also make our effort to become his good children. Only when we take a step, he can take 100 steps towards us. I think this would have been a useful talk, and my experiences would be good inspirations for all of you, just as it was for me. Thank you, Saira.
अखंड ज्योति जलाओ साई मन मंदिर में, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ साई मन मंदिर में, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ। कोटि सूर्य समतेज स्वरूपा, कोटि सूर्य समतेज स्वरूपा, साई तुम हो दिव्य स्वरूपा, साई तुम हो दिव्य स्वरूपा, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ। अखंड ज्योति जलाओ, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ साई मन मंदिर में, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ। कोटि सूर्य समतेज स्वरूपा, साई तुम हो दिव्य स्वरूपा, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ। दिव्य ज्योति ज्ञान ज्योति प्रेम ज्योति जलाओ, अखंड 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 ज्योति जलाओ। दिव्य ज्योति ज्ञान ज्योति प्रेम ज्योति जलाओ, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ, अखंड ज्योति जलाओ।